Dependent. Dependent is another of the passive defensive styles and in many respects represents a relatively high degree of passivity. High scores in Dependent are characterised by an over-concern for keeping people happy, so there's its elements of approval orientation and conventional. It's driven by a self-doubt. So when we look at now the nature of the circumplex, dependency is opposite achievement. It's 5 to 11. So where achievement is about a strong sense of my effort can make a difference, dependency is in fact about my effort can't make much difference. So obviously we can have institutionalised dependency, which is very common in organisations. So it's characterised by self-doubt, relatively low self-confidence, and at very worst, feelings of inadequacy. As part of that feelings of inadequacy, it may be a sense of helplessness. So clearly if somebody is caught in a situation where they believe that their effort can't make a difference, they're going to feel somewhat helpless and dependency is going to arise. In essence, what dependency is measuring is an inability to act independently. So when somebody has the inability to act independently, they are looking for others to make decisions for them. They are dependent upon those people. And this is where we can institutionalise dependency in organisations at the cost of human growth, where we have highly structured, highly centralised structures, authoritarian management styles perhaps, then of course people become dependent, that I can't act until I get permission from above me. And that institutionalises that dependency and actually creates passivity throughout the organisation. It's that opposite to achievement. There's not much I can do about this. In fact, a very famous writer once said, show me a situation in which you feel that your effort can't make a difference, and I'll show you a situation that's very stressful for you. And flipping that around, show me a situation that's very stressful for you, and I'll show you a situation over which you feel your effort can't make much difference. That's dependency. It's about, I'm stuck. I can't make a difference here. So when a relationship starts to break down, people will tend to enter a dependency stage of, I'm caught in this and I can't do much about it. When you're in a situation at work where things are going on around you that you're not particularly comfortable with, or even if you're new in a position for that matter, then you'll tend to use dependent behaviours to cope with that. The key to reducing dependency is to use the opposite, achievement. Because the more I get caught up in feeling that my effort can't make a difference and there's not much I can do about this, then the only way out of that is to say, where can my effort make a difference? What goal can I set myself around this situation? What would I like to achieve? And that's how we look at the ways of thinking, changing thinking and behaviour, taking that dependency, not much I can do about it, and transfer that, translate that into, well, where can my effort make a difference? What can I do about it? So just to summarise, dependency at the individual level is associated with relatively low confidence. So if you ever see a person who's got low confidence, you can guarantee they're somewhat dependent in their thinking. At the group level, when you watch the program where the passive defensive group meets, you'll see dependency to the fore, because in that group there's a lack of commitment, they dance around the edges, nobody wants to take responsibility, there's a lack of leadership, and everybody's looking for some sort of external direction. That's dependency. And in the individual scenes in the program, you'll see that that dependency is very, very strongly associated with a low self-confidence and self-doubt, and therefore tendency not to engage, not to integrate. So dependency limits performance dramatically, but it's relatively straightforward to change it. It rests in your thinking, and it is about finding ways to set goals around the situations that you're currently in. That's dependency.